So there you have it. 12 simple, gentle habits that can help make your home feel lighter, calmer, and more like the sanctuary you deserve. Not one of them requires perfection. Not one of them asks more than a few minutes a day. But together, they can transform the way you feel, not just about your house, but about your life inside it. Because a clean home isn't really about impressing anyone else. It's about walking through your space and thinking, I feel good here. I feel safe. I feel like myself. And if 12 habits feel like too much, that's okay. Just pick one. Start there. Maybe tonight you tidy up before bed. Maybe tomorrow morning you open a window or make your bed. That one choice, that one shift, might be all it takes to begin changing the rhythm of your days. You've spent a lifetime taking care of others. Now, it's your turn to take care of your space in a way that nourishes you. So here's my question to you. Which habit are you going to start with? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what resonates with you most. And if this video gave you even one moment of peace or encouragement, I hope you'll hit the like button and subscribe. I share tips like these all the time because I believe every woman, especially in her later years, deserves to feel strong, clear, and at home in her own space. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself and take joy in the beautiful home you've built. Before we jump into outfits, let's pause and get something clear. You are not dressing to hide. You are dressing to choose comfort over restriction, ease over effort, confidence over comparison. Somewhere along the way, fashion became about fixing flaws, fixing shapes, fixing age. But let's be honest, you're not broken. You've just changed. And style should change with you. I talk to women all the time who say, I miss how I used to look, or nothing fits the way it used to. And my answer is always the same. That's okay. You are allowed to evolve. Your body is not a problem to solve. It's a story to dress. And today we're going to talk about dressing that story with grace, intention, and yes, a little style magic that makes you feel like yourself again. So let's start with the very first principle. One of the most timeless silhouettes that flatters just about every shape and never demands a defined waistline to work. You may already know it. You may have worn it years ago and forgotten how good it felt. It's time to reintroduce yourself to a quiet classic that does more than just flatter. It frees you. Let's talk about the power of the A-line. Tip 1. The power of the A-line. Flattering without fuss. There's a reason the A-line silhouette has stood the test of time. It doesn't just flatter. It forgives. It flows. It moves with you. And after 60, that kind of movement isn't just a style bonus. It's a form of self-respect. So what exactly is an A-line? Think of the capital letter A. It's narrower at the top and gently widens toward the bottom. An A-line dress or skirt follows that same idea, fitted in the shoulders or bust, and then softly skimming outward without ever clinging to the waist or stomach. It gives you shape without demand, structure without squeeze. Now here's the magic of it. The A-line doesn't try to reshape your body. It simply works with it. It lets your midsection be what it is and shifts the focus to where your body carries natural elegance, your neckline, your shoulders, your movement. This silhouette is especially beautiful in fabrics with a bit of flow. Try cotton blends, linen with a soft drape, ponte knits, anything with enough structure to hold its shape, but gentle enough to float as you walk. Avoid stiff or clingy fabrics. They fight the whole point of what we're doing here. Colors? Go for depth. Navy, deep green, burgundy, even soft blush or charcoal. A solid color lets the silhouette shine and gives you endless ways to style. Toss on a lightweight scarf, a long pendant, or a soft cardigan that hits just at the hip. And suddenly, you're not just dressed. You're draped in intention. Here's a simple outfit idea. A sleeveless navy A-line dress, soft cardigan in oatmeal or cream, and a delicate pendant necklace. You're ready for brunch, church, the farmer's market, or even just a good day where you feel like you again. And don't forget about A-line skirts. Pair one with a semi-fitted top that hits just above the hips. Not too long, not tucked in, just balanced. The result? A clean, graceful line that feels completely natural. If you've avoided dresses because you thought they'd reveal too much, I encourage you to give the A-line another try. Not because it hides your waist, but because it honors your shape without asking anything in return. All right, now that we've embraced this timeless classic, let's move to something more surprising. A style you may have written off years ago, but when done right, can reshape your entire look in the most graceful way. Let's talk about the peplum. Tip 2. The peplum redefined. Soft structure for every shape. When most people hear the word peplum, they either think of something frilly from the 80s or a fancy top they'd only wear to a formal event. But let's press pause on that idea, because the peplum top has quietly become one of the most flattering, waist-friendly pieces a woman over 60 can own. At its core, a peplum is simple, a short, flared fabric detail that sits around the waist of a blouse or jacket. But don't underestimate its power. That gentle flare creates a soft visual break between your upper and lower body, drawing the eye outward just enough to suggest a waistline, even if yours has softened over the years. It's not about hiding your body, it's about reframing it. A well-cut peplum gives the illusion of shape without clinging to your midsection. It adds dimension, not bulk. And when paired with a slim pant or a pencil skirt, it creates a lovely, natural hourglass shape. No shapewear required. Now, here's how to make it work in real life. Look for fabrics that hold a bit of structure but still move with you. Ponte knit, stretch cotton, soft crepe. These are your best friends. Avoid anything stiff or overly ruffled. You want that flare to feel intentional, not theatrical. Pay attention to the neckline, too. A V-neck or boat neck balances the upper body beautifully and naturally draws attention upward, toward your smile, your eyes, the parts of you that still light up the room. If you're not sure where to start, go simple. Choose a peplum top in navy, ivory, or a soft rose tone. Pair it with tailored black pants you already own. Stand in front of a mirror. You'll notice how your shape comes alive, not from squeezing or cinching, but from balance and grace. And here's a little bonus tip. You can also find peplum-inspired jackets. These are especially lovely for fall or spring, adding a touch of structure to your outerwear without sacrificing comfort. Try one with jeans and loafers for a casual, polished look, or dress it up with trousers for a dinner out. So if you've skipped over the peplum rack in the store thinking, "That's not for me anymore," I encourage you to take another look. The right peplum doesn't dress you up, it lifts you up. Now let's move into a style strategy that's not about a single garment, but how you build an entire outfit, layer by layer. Think comfort, coverage, and a quiet kind of confidence. Let's talk about the art of layering. Tip 3, layering with ease, comfort, coverage, and quiet confidence. There's something deeply comforting about layering. It's more than just throwing on an extra piece of clothing. It's like giving yourself a soft embrace that moves with you throughout the day. And when it comes to dressing without focusing on the waistline, smart layering can be your most flattering, forgiving, and stylish ally. The beauty of layering is that it adds polish without pressure. You don't need to pull or tug or squeeze anything in. Instead, layering allows you to shape your outfit with flow and movement, not tightness. It creates visual lines, softens edges, and brings elegance with zero effort. So how do you do it well? Start with a base layer that's fitted but comfortable, something like a lightweight tee, blouse, or soft knit top. Then choose an outer layer that adds length and direction. Think long cardigans that hit just below the hip, structured vests with a bit of tailoring, or breezy kimonos that bring movement and vertical lines into your look. These longer outer layers do something magical. They draw the eye up and down instead of side to side. That vertical movement naturally elongates your frame and makes the midsection feel less like a focal point and more like part of a graceful whole. Fabric matters here too. You want pieces that drape, not cling or stiffen. Modal, chiffon, soft jersey knits, they all work beautifully. Avoid heavy or bulky fabrics that weigh you down or add unnecessary volume. Layering should feel light, never forced. And don't be afraid to play with monochromatic tones or gentle contrasts. A white top with a soft beige cardigan, a navy base with a denim jacket. These subtle combinations bring intentionality to your look without feeling like you're trying too hard. Length also plays a role. A mid-thigh cardigan or vest can do wonders for proportion when paired with slim pants or leggings. And a belted, open front cardigan? That's structure without commitment. You can tie it, leave it loose, or toss it over your shoulders depending on the day. Now, a quick word about accessories. A long pendant necklace adds verticality and draws the eye upward. A scarf draped just right can bring color, warmth, and personal flair. Even a soft hat can balance your outfit and remind the world and yourself that you are showing up with style and substance. Layering isn't about hiding what you don't like. It's about highlighting the ease and elegance of who you are today. It says, "I'm not afraid of shape. I just choose softness over struggle." And that choice? That's confidence. Now let's take that idea of visual trickery a step further, beyond fabric and fit, into the world of color and pattern. Because sometimes what you wear isn't nearly as important as where the eye goes. Let's explore the quiet power of color and print. Tip 4. Color and pattern, distraction, direction, and delight. Let's be honest. When it comes to dressing after 60, color and pattern often feel like risky territory. Maybe you've heard that black is slimming. Maybe you've been told to avoid prints unless you want to stand out. But what if I told you that color and pattern, when used thoughtfully, are not distractions, but tools of direction, mood, and self-expression? Let's start with vertical patterns. Stripes, seams, or flowing prints that move from top to bottom draw the eye along your body, not across it. This creates a subtle lengthening effect that visually smooths your midsection and uplifts your silhouette. You don't need to go full pinstripe suit, just a blouse with vertical texture or a kimono with cascading florals can do the trick. Now let's talk color blocking. This is one of fashion's best-kept secrets. Garments that feature darker tones at the waist or sides with lighter or brighter hues on top or bottom can visually slim and sculpt without the squeeze. It's not about camouflage, it's about shifting focus to what you want to highlight. Monochromatic dressing is another graceful choice. Wearing a single tone from head to toe, like deep olive, slate gray, or soft blush, creates a long, unbroken visual line. It looks elegant, intentional, and it works beautifully with layered accessories or a pop of contrast in your shoes or bag. Now, here's the truth about prints. You don't need to fear them. The key is scale and placement. Choose mid-sized prints that complement your frame. Think watercolor florals, soft geometrics, or abstract patterns. Avoid prints that gather tightly at the waist or center around the stomach. Instead, look for designs that are evenly spaced or flow downward. And here's a practical tip. If you're wearing a patterned top, keep your bottom simple. A pair of neutral pants grounds the look, keeping the visual attention right where you want it, at your face, your neckline, or the way your outfit moves. Accessories help here too. A long scarf that drapes down your chest, earrings that frame your face, or even a great pair of glasses, all help direct the eye upward. These details don't just complete an outfit, they lift it. Color and pattern aren't about hiding, they're about harmony. When used wisely, they don't overwhelm your look, they enhance it. They say, "I know who I am, I know what I love, and I'm not afraid to be seen." Up next, we'll move from color and print to something just as transformative. How pairing the right shape of pants with the right type of top can completely shift the way you carry yourself, all while giving your waistline a well-deserved break. Let's talk about the elegance of high-waisted pants and soft flowing tops. Tip 5. High-waisted pants and soft tops. Gentle structure, effortless elegance. There's something quietly powerful about the right pair of high-waisted pants. They're not flashy. They don't scream for attention. But when you put them on and they fit just right, something changes. You stand a little taller, you breathe a little easier, you feel held. High-waisted pants are one of the most graceful tools in your wardrobe, not because they hide your waist, but because they support it. They sit above the midsection where the body is naturally narrower, smoothing without compressing and elongating the lower half of your frame. This simple shift in proportion creates the illusion of longer legs and a more balanced shape without a single ounce of discomfort. Now let's talk about the perfect companion, soft, flowing tops. When you pair a gentle draping blouse with high-rise trousers, you get elegance without effort. The fabric glides over the waistline instead of clinging to it, allowing freedom of movement and a sense of ease that structured pieces just can't match. Look for tops made from rayon, bamboo blends, soft knits, or even lightweight cotton. Avoid anything stiff or boxy. Those shapes tend to add bulk instead of balance. Instead, think movement. Think softness. Think breeze, not brace. Here's one of my favorite tricks, the front tuck. Tuck just the front corner of your blouse into your waistband and let the rest fall naturally. This gives you the hint of definition without fully committing to a tucked-in look. It's polished but relaxed, feminine but unfussy. If you want a little more romance, try a blouse with flutter sleeves, a peasant-style neckline, or a soft V-neck. These details frame your upper body and bring the eye exactly where you want it, toward your expression, your glow, your energy. And don't forget, high-waisted doesn't have to mean tight. There are so many beautiful options now, from wide-leg trousers with hidden elastic to stretch denim that moves with you, to pull-on pants that feel like pajamas but look like you planned the whole outfit. Comfort is not a compromise, it's a requirement. Finish the look with a pair of ankle boots, loafers, or clean white sneakers depending on your mood. Add a pendant necklace or a statement earring and you've got a silhouette that looks intentional but feels like home. This combination, high-waisted pants and flowing tops, says, I've grown into who I am and I like the view from here. It honors your body without trying to shrink it. It elevates without effort. And most of all, it allows your style to breathe along with you. And now, for the final tip, one that doesn't get nearly enough credit, the fabric. Because no matter how good the cut or the color, if the material doesn't feel right, the outfit never will. Let's wrap this up with the quiet but essential power of choosing the right fabric. Tip 6, the fabric factor. When comfort becomes style. You've probably heard the phrase, it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. But I'd take that one step further and say, it's how it feels when you wear it. Because the truth is, no matter how stylish something looks on the hanger, if the fabric doesn't feel right on your skin, it's never going to feel right in your spirit. After 60, comfort isn't a luxury, it's non-negotiable. But here's the good news. Comfort and style don't have to be opposites. In fact, the right fabric can be your strongest style tool, one that makes you look and feel more elegant, more at ease, and more connected to yourself. Let's talk about what to avoid first. Clingy, shiny, or stiff materials. Thin jersey knits, clingy spandex, and glossy polyesters may look fine on a rack, but they tend to highlight every bump and line, and not in the flattering way. They can make you feel self-conscious, constantly adjusting and tugging instead of just moving freely. Instead, reach for fabrics that glide, that breathe, that give you room to exhale and enjoy your day. Modal, bamboo blends, brushed cotton, lightweight ponte knit. These fabrics drape with grace and never grab onto places you'd rather soften. There's also magic in subtle texture. A ribbed knit, a crepe blouse, a linen blend with a touch of movement. These add depth without bulk, and when layered thoughtfully, they create that airy, put-together look that says effortless even when you didn't overthink it. Here's a quick shopping tip. Do the hand test. Pick up the garment. Let it hang off your fingers. Does it fall smoothly or does it hold stiff angles? Does it feel soft or scratchy? That simple test can tell you more about how a piece will wear than any size tag ever will. Season matters too. In warmer months, go for breathable fabrics like linen and cotton voile. In cooler weather, look for soft knits. Wool blends with stretch, or even flannel with a modern cut. Dressing with the season and your skin in mind is one of the most respectful things you can do for your body. Because at the end of the day, you deserve clothes that don't just look good, but live well with you. That move when you move, that comfort you when you need it, that let you focus on living, not fussing. And maybe, most importantly, when your clothes feel good, you feel good. You stand taller, you smile more, you stop pulling at your hem or adjusting your waistband. You stop apologizing for taking up space. You show up as you, fully and freely. So the next time you're shopping, ask yourself this simple question. Does this feel like kindness on my skin? If the answer is yes, then it's probably the right piece. Tip 6, the fabric factor. When comfort becomes style. You've probably heard the phrase, it's not what you wear, it's how you wear it. But I'd take that one step further and say, it's how it feels when you wear it. Because the truth is, no matter how stylish something looks on the hanger, if the fabric doesn't feel right on your skin, it's never going to feel right in your spirit. After 60, comfort isn't a luxury, it's non-negotiable. But here's the good news. Comfort and style don't have to be opposites. In fact, the right fabric can be your strongest style tool, one that makes you look and feel more elegant, more at ease, and more connected to yourself. Let's talk about what to avoid first. Clingy, shiny, or stiff materials. Thin jersey knits, clingy spandex, and glossy polyesters may look fine on a rack, but they tend to highlight every bump and line, and not in the flattering way. They can make you feel self-conscious, constantly adjusting and tugging instead of just moving freely. Instead, reach for fabrics that glide, that breathe, that give you room to exhale and enjoy your day. Modal, bamboo blends, brushed cotton, lightweight ponte knit. These fabrics drape with grace and never grab onto places you'd rather soften. There's also magic in subtle texture. A ribbed knit, a crepe blouse, a linen blend with a touch of movement. These add depth without bulk, and when layered thoughtfully, they create that airy, put-together look that says effortless even when you didn't overthink it. Here's a quick shopping tip. Do the hand test. Pick up the garment. Let it hang off your fingers. Does it fall smoothly or does it hold stiff angles? Does it feel soft or scratchy? That simple test can tell you more about how a piece will wear than any size tag ever will. Season matters too. In warmer months, go for breathable fabrics like linen and cotton voile. In cooler weather, look for soft knits. Wool blends with stretch, or even flannel with a modern cut. Dressing with the season and your skin in mind is one of the most respectful things you can do for your body. Because at the end of the day, you deserve clothes that don't just look good, but live well with you. That move when you move, that comfort you when you need it, that let you focus on living, not fussing. And maybe, most importantly, when your clothes feel good, you feel good. You stand taller, you smile more, you stop pulling at your hem or adjusting your waistband. You stop apologizing for taking up space. You show up as you, fully and freely. So the next time you're shopping, ask yourself this simple question. Does this feel like kindness on my skin? If the answer is yes, then it's probably the right piece. Now that we've walked through these 6 gentle, thoughtful ways to dress without fixating on the waist, I want to take a moment, not to talk about clothes, but to talk about you. Because this journey we've been on today, yes, it's about style, but it's also about self-acceptance. It's about the quiet decision to choose joy over judgment, ease over expectation, and maybe, for the first time in a long time, to dress for yourself, not for the mirror, not for the crowd, and definitely not for approval. Here's what I hope you carry with you. You do not need a perfect body to be beautiful. You don't need to go back to anything. You're not behind and you're not out of place. You're right on time. Your shape tells your story of children raised, of losses weathered, of laughter shared and lessons learned. You've earned every soft curve and every shift in your reflection. They're not flaws, they're chapters. So dress accordingly. Choose fabrics that feel like grace. Choose silhouettes that say, I'm here. Choose outfits that reflect the strength and softness that live side by side in you. And if there's one thing I hope this video reminded you of, it's that your worth was never about your waist. You are still radiant. You are still powerful. You are still visible. The world needs to see more women like you, women who show up with wisdom, with style, with unapologetic presence. So don't save your best clothes for a better body or a better day. Today is the day. You are the occasion. So when you open your closet tomorrow, don't ask, what hides what I don't like? Instead, ask, what reflects the woman I've become? Because your style, it's not about impressing anyone else. It's about expressing yourself fully, confidently, and without apology. Thank you for spending this time with me. If something in this video spoke to you, I hope you'll share it with a friend who might need that same reminder. And if you're looking for more encouragement, more practical tips, and more heart-driven style wisdom, I hope you'll subscribe. Because your story isn't over, and your style, it's just getting started.